All right, guys, just wanted to jump on and make a quick video regarding some things that I'm seeing from people's training logs in the app. And I want to break down a few different things that are going to help you get the optimal results from your training plan. So, the things that we're going to be discussing today is number one, load, which is how much weight that you're lifting. Second one is going to be the intensity. So, how many reps you're going to be doing in your set and how close you're pushing each set to failure. Next one is going to be the frequency. So, how many times a week you're going to be training the muscle group. Then we're going to look at volume. How many sets, how many reps total are we doing over the course of a week per muscle, per exercise, and breaking down what is best for each individual. And then the last one is going to be consistency. So we want to make sure that we are being consistent with our training, that we're not just coming in absolutely blasting at 100 miles an hour for the first 3 weeks and then losing motivation and not showing up for a fortnight and then coming back. So using these 5 factors, we want to be training the best way to get you guys optimal results, because that's the end of the day. As a coach, that's what I want, is you guys to get the results. I'm here to help you get the results you desire. And for you guys, you're putting in the work, so you want to see the best results, the best bang for your buck. So what we're going to do is I recorded a few sets of my own training yesterday, and I'm going to break it down and we're going to talk about a few different things, and hopefully it'll make a little bit of sense for you and it will help you guys with your own program. So we'll skip over to the other videos and I'll talk to you soon. So this is a recording of a pull session that I did on Thursday. So the first 2 exercises I did were weighted chin-ups. The first set I got 8, and this is the second set and I got 7. So you can see I'm trying to stretch the whole way down the bottom. I'm controlling myself on the way down, not just driving up and then just letting go. I'm really controlling it and really trying to stretch my lats at the bottom of every rep. So this is me now, last rep. I probably got 1 left and I leave it there. Then the second exercise I did was I did 1 heavy set of lat pull downs followed by 3 back off sets. So this is the heavy set. So this is 100 kilos and I'm trying to work between the 8 to 12 rep range. So this is 100 kilos for 8, and then I dropped the weight down by 20% to 80 kilos. And I did 3 sets. The first one was 11 reps, second one was 10, third one was 9. So I want you to focus on the control, and then I'm hanging on at the very end for a big stretch. So then this is into the second set. So this is 80. I've shortened the videos down slightly so we're not sitting watching me repping for 2 hours. But I want you to focus on the control that I have on the way back up. I'm really milking that eccentric, that stretching of the muscle. So this is my last set here, or my last rep, and I'm holding that stretch at the top as long as I can to really pull my lats. And then this is on to my last set of lat pull downs. You can see from the first set, whether it's my chin-ups, whether it's my lat pull downs, the speed of the bar is consistent. Even when I get near the end of my set, I'm not letting the bar just jump back up into the rack. I'm really controlling it all the way through. So the start of the workout was multiple sets of vertical pulling, where I'm going from overhead. So I finished it off with 3 sets of horizontal pulling. And the same as the vertical pulling, the speed of the bar stays consistent. I'm really trying to emphasize the stretch. And if anyone's trained with me one-to-one, you'll hear the cue that I say, bring it to the bottom as if you're about to do another rep. Don't just let it go. And then here you can see my training log. So I'm not getting the same number of reps in the second set because I'm pushing it so close to failure. Every set I'm taking it to 1 rep from failure. Okay guys, so things that we discussed at the start was load. So in the video I mentioned the load that I was using on the lat pull down last week was 75 kgs. This week I upped it to 80 kgs. The reason for that is at the moment, you'll also have this in your app. So in all your exercises in the app, it's going to say between 8 to 12, 10 to 15, 15 to 20, whatever it is per exercise. So the rep range I'm aiming for at the moment for my back exercises is between that 8 to 12 range. So last week I was doing 75 kgs and I was getting 13 and 14 reps. So that's taken me out of that 8 to 12 range that I'm trying to stay within. So that meant it was time for me to increase the load. So I went up by 5 kgs, which is the next increment on the pin for the load on the lat pull down. So as you saw at the end of the video there, my first set I got 11 reps, next one I got 10, next one I got 9. So that's point number 2, relative intensity. The intensity that I'm training at this is week 4 of my program, so I'm trying to get around 1 rep from failure. Week 1 of the program, I'm aiming for about 3 reps from failure. Week 2, 2 reps from failure, etc. So if I'm pushing the reps each week, so if I'm trying to add a rep onto the same amount of weight each week, I'm getting a little bit closer to failure each week. So that's what I've talked to you guys about before, is you've got a 5 weeks of accumulation. So we're trying to week on week increase the load, increase the intensity. So by the last week of your program, week 5, you're going to be pushing pretty much every single set is going to be close to failure, and it's going to hurt and your body's going to be sore the next day. But that's what we want. That's the stimulus that's going to elicit growth afterwards. So load, intensity. Next one is the volume. So the amount of volume that we're doing. So for me at the moment, I'm trying to keep my back training to around 16 total sets per week. So my session yesterday was 9 sets of back yesterday, and my session later in the week is going to be 7 sets. So that's 15 sets. And then the following week, I might add a set on somewhere, and then that'll take me to around that 16. So I'm trying to stay between 14 and 16 sets per week. So that is my volume. And then we were talking about the frequency. So I'm trying to train each muscle group 2 to 3 times per week. For larger muscle groups, like if you think of it in relative terms of the size of your whole body, your back covers like half your body. So it's a really, really large muscle group. So twice per week is usually enough for most people. If you're really trying to emphasize your back, you can't push it to a 3rd session per week. For smaller muscle groups, biceps, triceps, shoulders, you can push it to 3-4 times per week. But bigger muscle groups, quads, pecs, back, twice a week is more than enough. And then consistency. So you guys are all pretty good because we're all on top of it, and we're pushing consistently every week, where we're showing up to all our sessions. We're getting our work done every week, where we're not just coming in balls to the wall for a fortnight and then disappearing for a fortnight. So by combining all these 5 things, we're going to get optimal results. And at the end of the day, as a coach, that's what I want all my clients to have, optimal results. And for you guys, you're coming in, you're putting in the work, so you want to also see the best results. So hope it all makes sense, guys. Anyone has any questions, shoot me a DM or send me a message on WhatsApp. I'll get back to you as soon as you can, okay?